Look, there's a few points I want to make there, and just because you brought that up then, one of the moments of the day is after he was shot. Once the coast is clear, so to speak, he actually tells the Secret Service people, and you can hear it on his audio, wait, 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 is what Trump says. He knows the significance of this moment, and then he raises the fist through the arms of the Secret Service, and it just energises the crowd and becomes this electrified moment. I mean, it's a moment that is one for the ages.
It's a political moment, I think, for the ages. That's absolutely right, because if you look closely at former President Trump's eyes, you know, he realises that they're shooting, he's been hit, and then he drops down. And then finally, when the Secret Service allows him to rise up and he's in that cocoon that they put him in, that security cocoon, there is a moment, I swear, where he decides, this is a chance to say something. This is a chance to show my resilience and composure and to rally the faithful. You could see that there was a political judgment made, I believe, at that instant. So you're dead right for pointing that out.
Okay, and just back to this other point about security, Michael. We've just got some more video that the New York Post has been able to pick up, and I just want to play it for you. Let's run it.
And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit of a... He's going down! He's on the roof! He's going down! Stay over here.
He's on top of the roof. Don't go over there. He's on the roof, buddy.
So, I mean, that's just quite compelling, isn't it, Michael? But further to your point there about security checks. And, you know, I've been to a whole bunch of these rallies and it's usually locked down. There's security sweeps and everything. It takes a long time to get into them. But what is it here? Complacency?
It's going to take us months to find out. And we know that the BBC has interviewed one of the people in or around that video that was shot, who has spoken about seeing the gunman and trying frantically to alert law enforcement to the presence of that gunman. So, you know, it all happened so very, very quickly. But, yeah, look, it's going to take us some time before we realise, but having been to many of these events, look, immediately around the president is the Secret Service. And trust me, they are top-notch. Yeah. They don't muck around, those people. But then there's concentric rings that are expanding out beyond the Secret Service. And eventually it involves local law enforcement and state troopers, and there's outer and outer and outer perimeters. But also keep in mind here with this incident, two things. One, this was a small, rural, outdoor location. They are the absolutely hardest kind of events to secure if you're protecting a principal, if you're protecting somebody from potential assassination. And, you know, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, just before we go, I got about 30 seconds left, Michael, but I don't mean to sound crass in this and making this a political moment, but it is, like you said, and a lot of people are talking about it. But I mean, he'll be lionised by many because of this, if he isn't already. Did he just win the election if he wasn't going to already?
Well, I have to admit, I walked into my wife and I said, President Trump may have just won this election. But we will have to see, because at the end of the day, as powerful as those images were, as I said, as incredible as the president's composure was, in the final washout, you know, theoretically, this election should still be about policy. So we'll have to see. But it will, as you say, absolutely galvanise his base, and I would think give him some sympathy. Now, Does that mean that someone who believes in a woman's right to choose whether she wants, her own reproductive health, will this attempted shooting change their vote over abortion right? I doubt that very much.
Okay.
But there's a lot of sympathy. A lot of sympathy. And remember, this is not the first time this has happened in America. 4 presidents have been shot. 5 others have been shot at.
Yep. First in a while, though.
American political life.
Yeah. First attempt like this in some 40 years since Reagan. Yeah. Hey, Michael, good to chat as always. Thank you so much. We will talk to you again.